One of my favorite days in the hobby, May 2nd, 2025. I'm posting this video now, and I want to share with you what was amazing to me. One of the most amazing experiences, one of the experiences I think most hobbies want to have, want to know about, would like to see and learn more about, and that is why I'm making this video. At the end, I hope I'm going to remember to tell you a little bit about what the hell is going on with all the Gary Vee stuff. Wow. Okay, before we get there, when I came back in the hobby, my sons got me in the hobby. And one of the first products that we opened that blew my freaking mind, and I guess you older people who are new or came back in the hobby and never seen these autographs and relic cards and all stuff. For me, the first product was a product called Excalibur. And I'll say this to you guys, missed out on that because it's actually a very, very, very good retail product. Excalibur. People in the hobby, you know. Excalibur Panini Excalibur. 2015, 2016, we were chasing that stuff. So we're at a Target and Walmart. I'm buying that for my sons. I remember open packs, and I was blown away by serial numbers on the cards. Like I remember seeing, like, let's say Larry Bird here, Larry Bird there. Look at the two cards, Larry Bird here, Larry Bird there, and one would have a number on the corner and one didn't. I'm like, well, why did they do this? Did they forget this guy? Well, why does he not have, like, it just blew my mind. Okay, this is very simple. Serial numbering of the cards blew my freaking mind. But what really blew my mind, and again, I think those of you who know will relate to this, the autographs and patches. I'm like, what the heck is this? And on the back it would say, this guarantees this was signed by, Panini's was present, and this is game used material. And there was some chunky, delicious patches in Excalibur. And that got me, right? Excalibur got me into breaks, and breaks got me into other products. I mean, so many other chunky, delicious, yummy products around these patches and these autographs. And I remember the whole time back then thinking to myself, how do they make this stuff? Why aren't there videos on the internet showing you how this is made? I'm just curious. Like, and I do know, I mean, I understand there's some reasons why they don't. There's some nefarious crap out there. But I was just so curious, and I've always wanted to know, since those early days back in the hobby, how do they make this stuff? So on May 2nd, I was fortunate enough to get to go with a friend of mine and his son down to a tour with a Leaf executive to Leaf Trading Cards in Plano, Texas, while we were at the Dallas Card Show. Went over for a couple hours. This was a tour set up for me by a friend of mine. There was a tour after mine. I say that because I assume others can do this. It was surprising and shocking to me. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who's done this. It can't be the only one. This is not a secret. I do encourage other people to try this or talk to Leaf about. I just freaking, again, great day. I got to see it all. Got to walk in the door, shake some hands with some executives, meet some people, say hi, see some cool stuff on the walls. Wow, this is freaking cool offices. That was awesome. Boom. See the warehouse. See cards laid out where the prints are, or the prototypes are being made before they go to printing. Hand packing going on in the same office. Big office space. Big office space. Wide. Lots of space. Wide. One side of the room, people hand packing the product. Other side of the room, people working on the machines. Machines for wrapping, I think it was like for cellar wrapping or whatever. Saw all sorts of cool freaking people doing work. Leaf Trading Cards. Watched it happening. Blew my freaking mind. It was freaking cool, guys. It was awesome. Super cool. It was just, I'm excited. Okay, so then go in the warehouse. Two things in the warehouse that were cool. Number one, just the grandness of the warehouse. Seeing product, seeing the cases of product, seeing how they're shipping it out. Hey, Pop Century's already gone out. This next one is our I think they dropped in the rodeo product came out. They had a sports product going out. Blue State Mountain. Cool story here. My friend's son walks up, the guy who's with us, the executive, says, hey, pick one of those boxes you'd like. Loose boxes on top of some cases. He picks one up. Just one, picks one up. Later on, we picked a couple other boxes up. He opens that one box. Boom. Big hit. You would have thought this shit was loaded. Like they had set this up for us. There couldn't have, because the kid just picked it up out of nowhere. But I just had, like, it was like icing on top of a sundae as far as a great day at touring Leaf Trading Card. Okay, my favorite part, and what I want to get to here before it gets too much in the video, was seeing the memorabilia. The jerseys, the shoes, the pads, the hockey sticks, the baseball bats, the gloves, memorabilia. Leaf has a warehouse full of it, sorted, labeled, And what was very cool about it, and it just made me think to myself how well this company has their stuff together. Because I'm thinking to myself, how is Panini? Why is Panini using like? Why are they not using the right stuff, or why are they putting the wrong damn labels on the cards? What is wrong with them? Leaf has box. You might say O'Neill, and I have pictures, by the way. I'm not going to share these pictures because they're my pictures, and I appreciate they let me take pictures. But I'm not. I don't need to share them. I feel like such a special moment. I don't feel like sharing the pictures yet. O'Neill, as in Shaquille O'Neal, jersey, cut up, pieces that are still there, letters that are still there, certificate of authenticity in the bottom of the box. Um, um, Pierce from the Boston Celtics. Babe Ruth, not a lot of pieces left. Perfect example where you're looking at an O'Neill where you have a lot of jersey left. You look at a Babe Ruth, not a lot left. Certificate's still there, box is still there. There's still some Babe Ruth stuff there. It just made me so excited to see the providence, is that the word I'm looking for? That this had really been, the certificate of authenticity is there, the jersey's there, the pieces are cut. You see this warehouse, there's a system. I was blown freaking away. I loved it. 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 The stories, talking about how the athletes, the entertainers that they work with, the agreements, how some of them will call them up when they have extra jerseys or did a game or whatever. Um, what a world. What an exciting world in sports cards, memorabilia, trading cards, pop culture. The hobby is strong. I had such a great time. I came out of that with such a rush. Now, I'm just putting this video together now because I have been through such an emotional ride on the hobby recently. So many things going on. So many freaking things going on. One of those being VeeFriends. I'll just say this. I have never seen the wave like I have witnessed right now. I'm exhausted. Um, I've, I'll leave you this. I've been involved in VeeFriends breaks all day long and absolutely loved it. Come back for more later, guys.